Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Vorm. This is Project Thea. And let's see if we can wrap up this first run in the game. Load V4, please. All right. When we left off, turn 3, season 3, we are working on just about completing the fourth of the tower upgrades, the tech level upgrades. Yeah, we only need one more of the energy crystals. Obviously, we'd want about 5 or 6, though, just to make sure we have enough to keep the power running. And then it'll just be the final push. So I think a couple more territories, especially if we are able to move the main storyline forward and get any rewards that way. I don't know how the storyline missions match up with, this endgame goal of getting all 5 tech levels unlocked. If you can totally ignore the storyline missions and just, run around and do the map exploration and finish it without the story stuff, or what. Yeah, we'll see. Well, we've got really good city production. We're almost out of slots. Hey, didn't I tell you to go away? I replaced that. Oh, okay, yeah, it shuffled around. When I destroyed that building, it shuffled them. So, all right, yeah, we're good. So we're working on this. Be done in 2 days, 2 days. We got tons of city production. After that, I guess I'll blow up some of the production buildings if all they do is give me production. We've already got the instant supplies, and I won't need the production per turn, so I'll have to see what other kind of shuffling we can do. But it's time to head back out of the project again. So we've got almost the max level of supplies that we can carry. 15 out of 21 energy points, no crystals. Yeah, everybody's doing pretty good. So we got to pick a new location. I think I talked about potentially going up here to this one. It's a fairly easy trip up there. Then we had this one over here where we had just started this. That is some rough terrain to move through, though. That'll be really slow, I think, for me to transition through. And then, yeah, way too many points to get up here. And another one looks like really ugly terrain. So this doesn't look much better. It's looking pretty heavy here, too. All of them are looking pretty grim. Maybe we'll go all the way up that direction. That one's relatively flat looking. Or this one. I see a lot of trees hiding in there, though. What to do. Ooh, yeah, look how much that costs. 5 each. That'll burn up our movement rates so quick. I guess. Let's go up there. Yeah, let's go up there. Why not? All right, what do I got? I only got 7 points this round. I can at least get into this territory and we can do some scavenging for some eggs. This is the triple egg location. Off we go. Decision made. Okay. Don't need territory control. Don't need healing. So it's crafting and scavenging. Have resources. I don't think I need any of that, including the stim pistol. Keep making meals. I'm not using these materials for anything else, really. Got 6 burgers, I guess. Some more Greekian fish. And maybe some more eggs, since we're going to be getting some eggs here. Don't have the Greekian eggs. Or the fish. Well, more Bigos is always welcome. I only have enough for a single one. Alright, 35 crafting. So you can do 3 of these all by yourself. I'm going to put you there. And then I need 10 plus here. But I want the worst scavengers in addition. So 10 plus and no scavenging will work. 14 and 3 will work. And yeah, you're also fine. Alright, so 37 and 35 gets us 3 and 3. Then, scavenging. I have 0 eggs. Alright, so 14 out of 15, of course. 1 shy. No good way to do this. You and you gets me 16. Then 12 and 8, and then that's about it. We have eggs. We have whatever that is. Oh, we ran out of material. Ran out of cabbage. Alright, oh well. I didn't pay attention to that part. Time to move. Just decorative, huh? Nothing there? Alright. Now, we need territory control. I'm the highest at 17. You're at 16. That gets that one all by itself. Now, let's put you here. Get the 8 points off of you alone. And then 9 and 7. We'll do another one. Yep. Alright, so that gets us right up to that one. I think that's all I'm going to worry about there. That leaves... actually, if I throw you in there, we can get another one. How important is it that I get this that fast? I don't think it's that important. Yeah. Alright, what do we got for now? We did get a hold of some eggs. Alright, 1 and 2. That covers that. Guess that's it.
Project report.
Crime levels rising. Execute death sentence. Yeah, we did the work off for crimes. I don't really need the production level. I'm not sure what these would do, but we'll do the same thing. Morale lowered by the believers. Yeah. Everybody else went up. Whatever. Building done. Alright, now we're kind of stuck. I got no STLs. I can't unlock anything, so we're done building for now. Alright, we increased our view range. That part's good. Not much in sight over here. Jeez, they must have tucked all of the POIs right on the outer corner. Let's go here. And sure.
I'm rating alloy.
Engineering
input.
challenge. I love engineering challenges.
Success noted.
Morale's up. Engineering boost, gears, some tech STLs. Win
Approaching
again.
target.
Ooh, level 2 combat. No choice. Why did it not? Oh, son of a bitch. I'm so used to pressing that button. It didn't show an auto combat option that time for some reason. I don't want to manually fight this. Man. Alright. So, 65 shield and health combo. Yeah, I really didn't want to fight this manually. Crap. I wish there was a button I could push to say, alright, finish this fight automatically. What do we have? Battle speed for animations. Then we have surrender. Then we have game settings. On surrendering, for each enemy unit left alive, one unit receives one... Wow. One unit in your combat group receives a D10 plus 6 wounds. So, on average, that's going to be an 8, a D5, and a D3. But that's for each enemy unit left alive. So the curious thing here is he's the only unit until he starts summoning stuff. Alright, I'm going to try this. Let's see what happens. Surrender. We got 4 units wounded, so that's some deceptive bullshit. I do not like. There's no way to tell that that's going to happen. It shows 1 unit in his group there. The interface gives me no other details, and I end up with 10, 8, 9, and 3 wounds on my 4 main guys. My character and all of my my experts. And only those guys got wounded. All the other minions apparently were immune. So they immediately heavily wound all 4 of the experts. Yeah, I don't like that at all. That is some bullcrap. Not cool, game. Not cool. Huh. All right, that put a damper on my enthusiasm. That's a good way to drive me away from a game. That kind of stuff. Let's see. I got no movement points. Not enough to go anywhere anyway, so I guess we're gonna do a bunch of healing. Pull these out. So 3 turns, we're going to have it maxed out anyway. We're already going to dip into that one, which gives us the entire region visibility. Really, I just need to get to that one so we have all the POIs discovered. So if I have points, I'll throw some into here, but otherwise, you know, it's going to have to be all wound healing. Let's burn up a whole bunch of supplies to pay for that insufficient UI interface information for the battle. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for retreating having negative consequences. I got no problem with that part. I have a problem with the part where it tells me what's going to happen and vastly different negative consequences actually get applied. That's the part I have an issue with. Had it told me that this would be a potential possibility, and if I had been able to tell, then I could have made an educated decision and I might have still done it. But yeah, being told one thing and then being just hammered for 4 times the amount of damage you expected to take based on the information you were given is not good. All right, so 14 out of 15. So we gotta put at least somebody else in here. Can I get to 30? Ew. People are wounded, so we're getting less value out of them because of the wounds lowering their skills. That's kind of that's like a double dip on when your best healers get wounded and they lose effectiveness, and then the physician cannot heal himself. So yeah, we got terrible numbers otherwise. I absolutely do not have enough to get to the next benchmark. Oh, actually, we're at 15. We had 1 progress, so we barely have it. But I don't have enough for the rest. We got a 7 and a 6. That only gets me to 13. So we won't make it. Yeah, we won't make it to another wound bonus. So, and it's hilarious. They also, that's a dumb rule. That's a very dumb rule. Just straight up wounding. No hit point damage. I'm just gonna say bad words at you, and you're gonna your soul is gonna be crushed, and you're gonna start bleeding out of your ears. But no hit point damage. Yeah, that's just weird. Don't like it. Don't like it. Counterintuitive, illogical, and just weird. Moving on. So, again, yeah, this is really weird because, yeah, I can't really do anything here. I mean, I'll throw the 7 and the 6 in to build up points for the next round, but I'm only going to get 1 bonus. All right, I guess I might as well throw into recon then. Who we got left? We got 8 and 7. And we're probably only going to need 1 more turn to finish that off, so doing any more than that's kind of useless. Starting to run out of food options. Enemy movement. We got 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. So, still heavily wounded, still heavily wounded, still heavily wounded. Yeah, that was some bullcrap. All right. I guess I could run around and grab some resources and spend another turn maxing this out. I wonder if a viable strategy is just to supercharge scouting and recon and then just travel around the map maxing out this and getting the 2 shards for every one. I wonder if you could, how far you could get through powering up the core power supply in the colony just on the shards that you gathered by maxing these out. Then you'd have a full look at the map. You'd be able to go and scavenge whatever resources you wanted. More cabbage. More witchbone. That's it for the freebie supplies. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 POIs we've got to clear. And a level 2 combat right there. We didn't have so many people in heavy wound status, which lowers their stats by so much, which lowers my combat capability. So we're just going to sit here and see if this guy comes after me. Alright, so we do need enough to finish this for this round, so I need 11. I don't have an 11, of course. I have only 10s. Or no, territory control. Yeah, I don't have an 11 there either. Let's do an 8 and a 3, I guess. And that maxes out the territory, so we're done here. Got nothing to scavenge. We picked up a little more food. Oh, and some other items have shown up. +1 attack, +6 swift. Explorer. Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. I probably should queue up some meals, though. I forgot we had you running in there. What do we got a lot of? We got a lot of that. Attack bonus? Sure. Let's get some attack bonus. Alright. Intimidation and more attack bonus. Oh, I already got that one. Don't need scouting. Alright, athletics. Got 13 out of 15 progress, so I need 17 in order to get a double up on this. So we're at 15. I don't think I can get to triple. No, I don't have anywhere near enough points for that, so I just need... whatever, we'll keep pushing it because I might need one more full round of wound healing. And this is expensive on supplies, though. So, I guess we'll just keep throwing the big ones at it. 22 and... not going to scavenge, so yeah, you're fine. Yeah, we're 4 short on getting a triple up on that. Don't need hit points, don't need territory control, nothing to scavenge, not going to craft. Everybody's just going to sit around. Got a good roll there. Still at heavy, but I mean, that wasn't a good roll either. We minimum the rolls. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so I'm gonna get moving and doing things, though. Think I might go reverse order this time. Just head over here and then work my way back around. Do we stop in and have the fight here first? Yeah, let's get rid of this guy first. Oh, oops, he's above me. I did the wrong spot. All right, it's going to be a fight at the plane.
Awaiting alloy input.
Scout, athletics.
Mission summary.
Got some resources. Fast buff, 5 supplies. Hey, a worker apron. A body slot, shield, and engineering, huh? I have so few people that can take body slot items.
Approaching target.
An unliving corpse in tattered rags with a note stuck to its belly. Stitch it up, search it, put it out of its misery.
Success noted.
Follows us and hasn't tried to eat our brains. Alright, so pinball. We've added pinball. We've got a zombie darkness minion. Excuse me? Did he try to eat the brains? That's the first time I've seen a critical wound indicator on one of those screens. That's weird. Hey, buddy. Zombie with a megaphone. Believer, unliving stench. Hold for details. What kind of details? Yeah, I figured that wouldn't tell me anything. Glutton. Lesser reanimation. On knockout summons a skeleton. Maybe? Because it was a -3, but it was all red and scary looking and stuff, so I assumed it was the other way around. It's weird to have it count down like that. But whatever. Scouting, intimidation, and athletics. Attack of 5. No energy. Yeah, he's going to be on the don't get invited to the party list. Not strong enough. Well, he might be better than like one of the robots, I guess. These guys have had some time to level up. He's still sitting at level 1. He's probably not ever going to gain much. Yeah, I might have to get rid of him. I'm not sure how to get rid of somebody. I've never tried actually getting rid of someone. Yeah, because he's just adding to my supply. Guess we'll keep him for now. Alright, what else do we have? We had an apron, a chest slot. Health, engineering, power leech. I'll keep the one I got. Yeah. Alright. Where are we at? 9 energy left. Area is complete. Let's scoot on over. Cave. Got 5 energy left.
Commencing preliminary scanning. Additional mission parameters.
Pile of corpses. Bat the Striga again. Yeah, I don't truck with Strigas this run. Ooh, down to 2. Alright, well, we got 2 of the locations cleared. No crystals. Enemy group coming my way. We got some stuff we can scavenge finally. We've maxed out territory control. Oh, we have not maxed it out. That's why the message didn't pop up. I didn't realize we were 2 away. The bar looked full. Okay, well, the auto will finish that up. We don't need to commit anybody here. We do still need wound healing. We're at 3, 5... 6. That's the one that needs the most. So we need both wounds and look at how fast we're dropping our supplies this round. All right, same thing. Drop you in there. Now you're more effective because you're not as wounded. So we're up to 20. We already had 11. That's 31. So we've already got double up on that all by itself. So I think that's all I need there. Then we'll go. Need 10 points. I don't have a 10. So I want people with the least scavenging. So we'll go 7 and 3. Oop, nope, we need, yeah, 3's fine. Now you're better. All right, 17 gets us 1 of that, and then I only need 3 here. All right, so That'll get us 2 extra wounds healed plus the die roll. 8. Yeah. 8, 9, 10 bonus health. So everybody else over into scavenging. No progress. 10, 10, 9, huh?
Area exploration.
Full territory control. 3 shards that time. Battle! Ouch. God dang it! Had to go after the weak one. Another big pile of wounds to clean up. We just about got everybody back. Alright, the roamer's cleared. Now we need to scoot up here. I'm probably going to have to heal another round before I try it. I'd like to get my energy up another layer. So, not much else really to do. Not a lot of tactical decision making here right now. Might be a fight, might not. I'm not going to risk it. Yeah, I am burning supplies like crazy with all these wounds I have to heal. That's one of my experts that are now in the heavily wounded section. I'd like to get him at least 3. He might get that on his own. So I think I'm stuck doing this again. Let's do you for 22. I need 8 more. And as usual, I don't have an 8. I got a bunch of 7s. That gets us a double up on hit point. Actually, do I need that many hit points? It should do it. Wondering if it'd be better just to do that and not take the loss. Yeah, let's change this around. 17, so 3 more over there of the worst of that. So yeah, you. Alright, 21. That gets us 4 more points. That alone is 21. I can get 9 more in there to get a second. Alright, so 2 there, 4 there. Don't need territory. That gives us enough for 1 batch of that all by itself, and I only need 3 for the dust. Let's go ahead and overdo it. That's only 14. All right. A -4 on Milrad, so he rolled a 2 and got the 2 extra. Brings him down to lightly wounded at least. Everybody else is cleared up. Yeah, everybody else is cleared up, so he's the only one wounded. We got terrible hit points, though. Terrible. Huh. Good chance he'll get wounded again if I get into a fight. Do I like space games? Sure, I like space games just fine. But that's a pretty broad category. That's more a theme. Awful lot of variance in the space game types. Falling Frontier looks really cool. If it ever gets released. I've been waiting for it for quite a while. Alright, so we don't know anything about this one. We tried this one, and that had the aborted. It didn't give me an autocomplete option. Or I clicked too soon before the button showed up. I'm not sure which actually happened, but we got energy. Let's give it a try.
Awaiting alloy.
Ouch. Ouch. Charm and intimidation. So, we have intimidation food that I don't think I queued up. And we got 10 on Mouse Reap. I don't think I'd get enough. No, this is a central colony builder. You have the project location that you're building up over time. You don't build anything out in the world. You roam the wasteland fighting enemies and visiting POIs and working your way through the various levels to get resources. Trying to find energy crystals for your central colony. I don't like these starting numbers though. They're super low because of my character's lack of skill in these. This could be a problem. Yeah, not good. I think we're bound for more wounds. It's going to slow me down again. Yep. Oh, nope. He's the same wounds. He's at 16 still. We got a pretty good result on that one. We didn't take it. Well, I got hit pretty good for wounds, or regular hit point damage, but no additional wounds. The wounds one is the one that worries me. I can get hit points pretty quickly. Alright, morale, plastic waste.
Enemy neutralized.
What else? Spam and witchbone. Alright, one more location in here. Got a little bit of energy.
Awaiting alloy.
Another
input.
combat. Check out the offer. It's a Striga again. Come on. The game's... I'm seeing an awful lot of duplication now. The number of different POIs and events. This is probably the 5th Striga brothel. And so far I've just been killing them. And I gotta clear it in order to get credit for clearing the territory. Alright. Yep, kind of figured. Shit. Well, not good. And we got crushed.
Defeat.
Alright.
Noted.
Now I gotta spend another 5-6 turns doing fuck all. That pisses me off. We've done that fight like 5 times before, no problems. This is a terrible choice. What are you guys thinking when you pick these things? Yeah, so massively hammered, I'm sure. 11, 5, 19 out of 20, 4, 12, 10, and 9. Yeah, he might die. He's likely going to die because I'd have to get 4 wound reduction. And my main healer guy is now also heavily wounded, so I get a whole bunch less out of this. So we're likely going to lose one of the strongest guys in my group because of this nonsense. Wow. Yeah, the balance of the systems just feels really weird. You have this kind of a thing occur, and it literally just means you're going to sit here in place for like 6 turns doing nothing. Because you can't risk going into any fights. I mean, I could travel. I could scout at lower ability. I could go back to the base in a couple of turns, but it doesn't do me any good to go there. I don't heal faster or anything like that. So some of the mechanics don't meld very well with making for interesting gameplay decision making. Well, what to do? And I'm not feeling a lot of time pressure. I mean, I could just sit here and end turn, just stack up the healing and end turn a bunch of times. We are going to burn through quite a bit of supplies, but, you know, I have no other choice. The problem, I mean, yes, the battles are repetitive too. Auto-sucking, it's hard for me to tell because I don't want to do the combat, the manual combat, primarily because it just takes too damn long. I don't find the combat system interesting enough or engaging enough for me to put myself through the length of time it takes to do it. I would rather just let auto-combat deal with it and move on. There's just not enough interesting mechanics in the battle system for the limited amount of times I've done it so far. I just don't think it's engaging enough. And I probably should turn the fast animations on. I haven't tried changing the fast animation or the animation speed settings. But some of that you kind of need to know because the animation speed is when you're seeing like the damage values and all that. So you can kind of understand what's happening on the board. So yeah, I got 18 movement points, and I really just don't have anything to do with them unless I wanna run back to the project here. It's gonna take me 3 turns to get there, then 3 turns to come back again. And since there's no benefit to going down there in regards to recovering my team, I guess we'll just sit here. I don't really care about crafting anything. Very little of this is going to make a difference at this point. Toothed axe. And the whole system about the card unlocks I really dislike as well. You have to go out and get the STLs, which are used for both building unlocks for your colony as well as researching either item upgrades or these booster pack to get new cards for your combat deck when you're fighting. So you have to commit the resource. You have to go find and get, then commit the resources to unlock the ability to craft them. That's all that does, all that effort. Then you have to actually go out and find all of these resources to craft the item, at which point you'll be able to actually use it and pick 1 card out of 3 that are going to come out of the pack. Which, from a logic standpoint, represented in a card game booster pack format is stupid. What am I, burning the other 2 cards? Somebody's coming to my house and saying, nope, you don't get to use those other 2, and they're forcing me to burn them? They're not really cards. They're recipes. Well, they're not even recipes. They're abilities in a deck. It's just weird. There's so many weirdnesses. But then you're totally beholden. After all of that time and effort spent and diverting of resources away from getting cool buildings for your colony, then you're sitting here going turn after turn after turn after season and never looting batteries and never being able to build the thing you put all that time and resources into. Terrible system. Terrible system. You can't make these. You can't buy these. You're totally beholden to RNG to give you these. And, I mean, if I go to included not researched and set to technology only, so we just see the list here. I mean, this one's the uncommon. This needs 30 frickin' batteries. 30! That's just the uncommon plus version. The rare version is up to 40 batteries. Not to mention the 30 circuit boards. So, I mean, I'm like 1 territory and a half away from finishing the game, getting the core upgraded to level 5. There's no way I'm going to ever get this. I'm never going to see this. So, balance-wise, there's really big holes and gaps, it feels like, in the balance and the different systems. I'm still fuzzy on the need to actually do the storyline stuff, since I'm going to effectively win as soon as we... The goal is just to push this button. That's the goal. As soon as you push this button, future of the civilization is secured. You essentially win. And we're 1 shard away, which I could already do this. I could go back and I could push this button now as soon as we get back. So, you know, 1 more good-sized territory and we're done. Just doing what I've been doing, clearing, reconning, and then clearing the POIs. Without even bothering with the storyline stuff. So, yeah. There are game elements here, but it feels like it's, I don't know, 50%, 66% of a game with little balancing so far. And then large gaps in the information and mechanics and descriptions and so on. So, alright, enough of that talk. So, yeah, I gotta keep doing this. We can't get a double up, so it's gonna be super slow again. And my hero is once again handicapped. We've lost points because we're wounded again. Yeah. I was hoping to finish this one out, but I'm starting to hit so much repetition and so many issues and some balance problems that I'm not sure I'm going to finish the actual run on this one. I like the type of gameplay it offers, and it's got some fairly decent mechanics and skill systems and so on, but some of them don't mesh together very well, and there's some gaps, and there's obviously some pretty large sections of content missing still. So it'll probably be one. It'll go into my check back in a year category. Especially because I'm not seeing anything different after the amount of time we've played so far and how close we are to a supposed victory. I don't think I think it's just going to be goes out with a whimper instead of a bang when we get that last thing upgraded. Assuming I stick out the boredom of just healing continuously for the amount of time we're going to. Well, let's find out if that guy dies. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, even if I max this out, I can only get a +1 on the healing roll. That means he's going to have to roll a 3 on a D3. I don't know what the actual chances of death are. That's another thing they don't explain. They say that 16 to 20 wounds, might die. I don't know what might means. What does might mean? Does it... Is it you're within that category and it rolls a percentage dice and like 5% chance just of death? Is it 10% per wound after 15? Is it what does might mean? I don't know. They give me the numbers and the math and a lot of things, but then they don't give me the numbers and the math and other things, and I always hate that. Always one of the first things I criticize when games are free with their percentages and their numbers and the math in most regards, but then they obfuscate, forget, ignore other math that I would love to know in order to make educated decisions. So, yeah, we'll see if he dies. All right, so, I mean, I need 1 more point in here. So it doesn't matter who. I guess scavenging is the only other thing I'm going to do here. So, you know, we're going to look at this column, and you're nominated because you have no scavenging skill. So that's the only thing I can do. I can't get the other 12 points I would need with a single character in this last slot, so there's no point. We do need a fairly large batch of hit points gained for, well, both characters. This guy's at 1, and that one's at 3. So yeah, we need a big chunk of healing, of course. 1 progress, 2 progress, but everybody's wounded, so all of their numbers are way down. Which super slows down this healing process too, just adds more time and tedium. I guess you're up next, so that gets us to 9. I need 6 more, and of course I don't have a 6, so I need 2 people to equal 6. I guess that's 2 3s. That's all I got left. Let's do... Well, there's only 2 choices, so I guess it'll be you. And then I need 10, so I need 9 with 2 people. I can't get to that, so not much point. Scavenging. I'll send you over. That'll get me some more Hanibo bars, or Hanibo bears, gummy bears. And I got 4. I need 11. I don't have anywhere near 11 left. We'll get some progress there, and there, and there, and then just throw you into progress that. Alright, how exciting. Let's see if somebody dies. No death message. We got 4. He's down to 15, so theoretically he's below the death message. He got the natural heal of 3. Which means he rolled a 3 on a D3, so we got the best possible result. 1 for the restoration and 3 for the natural roll. So we are still at 7, so we're still heavily impacted. We're still at major wounded, so our skills are still low. Got a 3 there. Oh, just the natural. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we only get 1 point of extra. Not everybody gets a point, which kind of sucks. At least they put the extra point on the guy that matters. The guy who was about to die. Yeah, that feels unbalanced too. It feels like... I guess the other healing doesn't work that way either, but it feels like that... because you're only going to get 1 point, maybe 2. At most. Feels like that should go across all characters, not just one single character getting 1 single hit point for that amount of supplies. Alright, well, we still can't go anywhere, so... do we leave it the way it is? Let's look at the math. So, I don't need you there. We've already got the 1 point from that. We've got that one. We got 7 there. That gets me that one. So, we're at 11 out of 10. No progress. We only need a couple points here, so we'll throw you up there. That gets you that one. That gets that one. Guess that'll do. Check the numbers. Back to normal. We got ourselves down into the lower category, the light wounded. Still heavily wounded. Still massively wounded. Still heavily wounded. Oh, this is so fun. So fun. And we're at 319 supplies now. Back in again. Check the numbers. We've got enough. Got enough. We're at 9 out of 10. Can we shuffle somebody around? What are you at? 4. You're at 1. Any of you guys got more than 1? In you go. There we go. So that's 10. 17 need 15, and 17 need 15. Now we're 1 short there. Let's just go get more of those. Actually, I probably should switch. We've got 25 of the bears in inventory. We'll go get some of that. Sardines or taste all dust. There's nowhere useful you can go. How were the rolls? Got a good roll there. Got us down to only 1 wound. 2 on Mouse Slav. He's down to light. It's taken forever to get Millerad back. It is so slow. Still at 10, still at 8. Yeah, this is like 5 more rounds of this. I'm just sitting here. At a minimum. It takes so, and if you get bad rolls a couple of those rounds and only get the 1 heal, it's going to be 10 rounds. And the problem is my meals won't help. I could get health, which are hit points, but I don't have like I have like bless and stuff, which improves hit point damage, but none of this stuff improves wound damage. So, I mean, we're already back to full hit points. So, I mean, I don't need these anymore. Just pull everybody out again. So, hit point bars are, I think we're down like 1 or 2 hit points. But that's it. So, we don't need either of these. I can only get a D3 roll for the wounds plus 1 on one guy. So, yeah, it's just terribly, terribly balanced for gameplay purposes. And there's no other ways to deal with it. I haven't seen a single thing that improves wound chances. No gear, no food, no nothing. I would hope that like some of the doctor devices I picked up would have like a wound bonus, but they don't. So, yeah. Having this occur right after having that one occur is really, really making for some not fun gameplay for the last half hour. All right. I mean, I can't afford to do anything. I don't want to go into a fight with the wounds still being major on several of my important characters. Their combat effectiveness is going to be massively lowered until we get them down to at least the lightly wounded stage. Well, that I screwed that up. Oops. Oh well. What kind of rolls did we get? We rolled a 2, a 2. Oh, look at that. We got the nat 3. We got another nat 3. That was actually pretty good for an oopsie. We still got these 2 guys and the heavy wounded. Yeah, I'm having an entire season go by and not conquer a territory. That's gonna suck. Let's see. Again, now they're oranged out because there's nobody with any damage. The best I can do is that to get us 1 whole extra point. And then throw everybody into scavenging. Let's turn that back on, turn that back off. I can make a lot of sweet pierogies. I guess the medical boost and the bless boost could help secondarily, because that would increase the skills of the people that I'm putting into that wound repair slot. It's not likely to get me past the second level, but we'd be doing 2 instead of 1, so I should probably be eating, I guess, the medical boost and the bless boost if I have them. So we can do 3 of these, sure, craft 3, and then do we have 1 for bless? Filter, bless, oh, the ice cream, and we can make a lot of ice cream. Not 9, 3 is okay. Let's see if we can slot some in here. So we still need you in here. 17, 19. I need 11 on 2 characters. We can make that. So we want it to be people not in this category. So 7 and a 4. There's a 1. I got a 4, but he's there. You'll do. All right, that gets us 31. So we get +2. Don't need those. I'd like to get these done. 10 and 10, huh? Well, 30 and 30 ideally, but I don't have much in the way of crafting left. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get all these done. 12, we'll get the first one done. Then 9, we'll get the second one done, and we won't be able to get the next one. Let's get 8 and 2 for a third, or for one of those. And we'll get 8 progress and 5 progress. All right. Whee!